find our individual accounts. You can see them on our names here. ryQuant in the middle. Where am I going? ryQuant in the middle. No longer has a Twitter, but that's because he is doing bigger and better things, and he has graduated from Twitter, and he's now tackling some LinkedIn crazies. So, which might be even worse. But we are building and expanding the Bitcoin ecosphere and treasury adoption amongst corporations. So go ahead, Ryan. You want to chat? Jump in. Welcome.
Yeah. I think now might be a good time to like touch on some of the basics here, right? I've been long saying that like the human psychology here, the human nature is so easily predictable. There was very little chatter when Jeff and I were individually talking about MicroStrategy, both positive and negative. There was just very little chatter in general. Nobody cares about the stock when it's dirt cheap, but now that it, screams up to $500 after a stock split, all that stuff, then everyone feels like, here's the reality. Then everyone feels like, they have to make a comment on the stock. And I'm just so unbelievably worn out from engaging with these people. I mean, some of the dumbest people on planet Earth have strong opinions about MSTR, and they don't even phrase them as opinions. They say these things like they're facts. Meanwhile, everyone on this call will post something and be like, I'm not 100% sure. This is like kind of like I've spent months on this one aspect, and this is like my best judgment. But just to touch on some of the common things, I've seen, that all the CFAs. I've seen one of the CFA preying on the investors. Let's think about that for a second. Ask these people, and they'll never respond, but ask these people, do you know off the top of your head who the largest shareholder of MicroStrategy is? And even like Corey Clipston and the Swan guys had no idea. It's like they were like BlackRock. It's like, no, it's Saylor himself. Like Saylor is the shareholders. You know what I mean? Or just, the guy who was like, you should buy a forest, or, it's a Ponzi scheme loaded up with debt. Like they'll stress the debt aspect as if have you seen General Motors? Have you seen Boeing? Loaded to the gills with debt. Nobody cares about that. Have you seen Palantir? It's at 400 times earnings. Nobody cares about that. I do think this is the most hated trade of all time. From the Bitcoin purists to the finance boomers to the CFAs, most of them have done no work on the stock, but it's just the topic of the day for these people. It wasn't a 2-year full-time job for these people. It's just the topic of the day. And next week or next month or next year, they'll be talking about something else.
I mean, they'll still be talking about this.
Yeah.
This one's going to be devastating to a lot of people for a long time.
Oh yeah. We don't have to see the MSTR as a finance company. They're not getting in tweets anymore.
Oh my God.
Well, the new ones are going to be are they going to be reclassified? Is ICB going to reclassify them? Blah, 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 blah. I already know that's coming. But honestly, right now, who gives a shit?
Well, hold on. This is a business intelligence company.
Mm-hmm.
They have AI for BI.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't think they're using that shit for Bitcoin, you're out of your mind.
Well, it's why are you increasing the debt? I don't understand the argument.